Do you ever feel like no matter what you pitch in Mario Baseball, your opponent's all over it?
Oh boy. Get foul, get foul. It's not foul. Oh my gosh.
Today, I'm going to help you change that. In 2023, I won 2 of the 3 Slice LAN brackets in Chicago. This was one of the biggest in-person Mario Baseball events ever, with over 40 players showing up to compete. I faced a gauntlet of the best hitters in the competitive scene, but took them down by mixing up my pitching and keeping those elite hitters guessing. Before we dive into specific pitch types, here's a quick look at my pitching tier list for both Superstars Off and Superstars On. If you're new to the game, this will give you a solid starting point on which pitchers to focus on. Throughout this video, I'll walk you through how to input each pitch and include in-game examples that apply to both game modes. Feel free to pause or rewind anytime. These pitches are designed to either generate strikes or force weak contact, your 2 main goals as a pitcher. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Here are the 10 pitches you can throw to become a Mario Baseball champion. Pitch number 1, outside ball. If you're only throwing strikes, you're playing on a timer. Your opponent will catch on and start hitting everything. That's why the outside ball isn't optional, it's essential. It tempts swings, disrupts rhythm, and sets up every other pitch you'll throw. The best pitchers in the game can dominate while barely throwing strikes at all, because they're elite at disguising outside balls in a lot of different ways. We'll break down these variations in the next few pitch types. Pitch number 2, triple wiggle. If there's one pitch to master from this video, it's the triple wiggle. That means you're moving the ball 3 times while it's in the air. You can make it sharp and obvious, or keep it tight and subtle to bait a swing. Use it outside of the zone for deception, and it can also induce a late swing that goes foul or feeds the ball to your fielders. And the best part? You can throw it at almost any point in the count. Slower pitchers like Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong are especially good at it, since the ball stays in the air longer and gives you more room to move. Pitch number 3, backdoor slider. The backdoor slider is one of the deadliest pitches in Mario Baseball. It looks like you're going to miss outside until it snaps back over the plate at the last second. You're baiting the batter into taking what they think is a ball, only to land a free strike. You can throw it with 1 or 2 movements depending on your character. It's brutal as the first pitch of an at-bat, or on an 0-2 count when the batter is thinking you'll for sure throw ball 1. Pitch number 4, dead stick single curve. Dead stick pitching is when you don't input any direction during parts of the pitch, letting the ball float to the plate. This makes it harder for the batter to react, especially when you move the ball right before it crosses the plate. It's great for throwing outside balls or sneaking in an early strike. A character like Boo excels at this pitch due to a high curve rating. Try letting the stick go dead at different times, and you'll unlock some new and different ways to move the ball around. Pitch number 5, dead stick double curve. The dead stick double curve can rack up strikeouts. You start by letting the ball float for a split second, then quickly move it in one direction and sharply switch to the opposite. This works best with a last movement to the outside, especially early in the count when batters are protecting the inside of the plate. Simply put, this pitch can win you money. Pitch number 6, hard looper. Hard looping pitches throw off the batter's timing by using broad, consistent movements. To throw them, hold the stick in 1 or 2 directions throughout the entire pitch. You can also pre-hold a direction before releasing the pitch, giving the ball a head start in that direction. Here's some examples of how the pitch location changes depending on whether you pre-hold a direction. This pitch can add an element of surprise, especially when it's mixed in with smaller, more precise pitches. Pitch number 7, charge pitch. Let's talk charge pitching. To throw a full charge, hold A, then release it just before the pitcher releases the ball. But let me be clear, if you're playing stars off, don't rely on charge pitching unless you know exactly what you're doing. These pitches can't move as much, which means you'll get punished if you're predictable or miss your spot. Some characters like DK and Bowser can't move the ball at all in stars off. In stars on, you can mix charge pitches in a lot more, and I use them about 20% of the time. but in Stars Off, it's maybe 10% max of all of my pitches. There are some good ways to use a full charge pitch. Early in the count, a full charge from the middle of the mound to the outside corner can steal a strike, since most batters protect the inside first. A full charge can also induce a late swing that might result in a foul ball. On an 0-2 count, throw a full charge outside to test the batter's patience. Then later in the game, in another 0-2 spot, bait them with that same setup and land it for strike 3. You can also do a smaller charge to give yourself maximum time for pitch movement. This is probably the most effective charge pitch for generating strikes. Move the pitch inside and outside as it travels. This is similar to the dead stick double curve pitch, but done with a charge pitch. Use this pitch with a 0 or 1 strike count, as batters will likely slide back on charge pitches when they have 2 strikes. In Stars On, mix these types of pitches in with full charge pitches to keep the batter guessing all game long. If you're new to charge pitching, Waluigi is a great character to practice with in either game mode. Pitch number 8, Batbreaker. You won't strike out everyone, sometimes you need to jam them. Pitch to contact, aim inside, and mix up your speeds. Jamming the batter forces weaker or misdirected hits that can lead to easier outs in the field. You can use some of the pitches we've already covered, but this time focus on throwing them inside instead of outside. One of my favorite Batbreaker tactics is throwing a 1/4 or 1/2 speed charge pitch from the outside of the mound against an aggressive batter trying to cover the plate. Some characters can be very easily hit by the pitch, so test the batter throughout the game to see how far they'll let pitches go inside without getting hit. Pitch number 9, Changeup. The changeup is thrown by holding down on the stick as you pitch it. You should throw this pitch once or twice a game and early in the count, just to test if the batter can handle it. It can be effective for generating foul balls against star hitters or disrupting a hitter's timing overall. You might throw it more often in Stars On, as all pitching speeds are faster overall. However, be cautious about throwing it and try to avoid using it against power hitters. Pitch number 10, Star Pitch. Star pitches should be used sparingly. They're a limited resource, but when used in high leverage situations, they can help you escape tough jams. Ideal moments include 2 outs with 2 strikes or when facing a heavy hitter like Bowser. Some great ones to try starting out are Boo and Dixie's curved star pitch. Donkey Kong, Birdo, Peach, and Daisy are also captain options with very usable star pitches. Know your options and use them when the moment counts. Now that we've covered the 10 pitches, here are 3 additional tips to sharpen your pitching game even more. Tip number 1, change your position on the mound frequently. It's easy to fall into the habit of always pitching from the outside of the mound, but that can make you predictable. Mix it up by throwing from the middle or inside of the mound to keep your opponent guessing. Here's my current distribution for mound position based on which side of the plate the batter is on. You don't need to stick to an exact ratio, but avoid getting locked into one spot too often. Tip number 2, be aware of character bat differences. Not all hitters have the same bat reach. Characters like Boo, Waluigi, and Magikoopa have long bats and can easily hit outside balls, whereas characters like Mario, Peach, and Toadette have a much shorter range and can barely reach an outside strike. Each batter also has a different size contact zone. Learning these differences gives you a blueprint for how to pitch to each character. Some require tighter precision, while others can be baited more easily. Tip number 3, start to look at pitcher handedness and deliveries. Similar to real baseball, pitcher and batter handedness matters. Opposite-handed matchups make it easier to let the pitches float outside the zone and create guessing for the batter. When the pitcher and batter share the same handedness, you can sweep pitches across the batter and the plate at tough angles. Also, pay attention to pitching deliveries. Characters like Dixie Kong, Donkey Kong, and Noki throw sidearm. Red Koopa goes into his shell on a charge pitch. Knowing where the pitch starts can help you hide the ball better and keep hitters guessing. My hope is that you'll take something away from this video and apply it to your game. What else do you want to know about pitching? Let me know in the comments. Now that you've got 10 different ways to keep hitters guessing, it's time to master them. When you do, you'll be the one in control. See you on the mound.